Wow! Breaking news: $2,000 fourth stimulus check targeted for Social Security, SSDI, SSI, low income, seniors, and people with disabilities. Remember, your financial well being is the topmost priority, and that's where we are going to ensure that you have the necessary information, your necessary benefits, your necessary insights to make the decisions for yourselves and your loved ones. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Kedar here, and today in this video, I have got some fantastic news to share with you. What about us? What's really going on? What about the seniors? What about the older adults? And what about the fixed income beneficiaries? Now, it's definitely a fair concern I hear from you. Yes, you are included in a $2,000 fourth stimulus check. Yes, you heard it right. This one is specially aimed for fixed income beneficiaries. That's right, we are talking about all of those group of people who are living on Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI survivors, SSI beneficiaries, VA, RRB, low income seniors, older adults, and of course, people with disabilities. Alright, now this is not just some random news, it's a deal that is going to impact whopping 70 million plus beneficiaries across our great nation. So without further ado, let's deep dive into all the details. But however, guys, before we do, a quick shout out to all of you who are joining us for the first time. If you haven't yet already subscribed, make sure to subscribe. It's completely free to do so. By subscribing, you will be joining onto the journey to stay informed and empowered onto the latest update and crucial information that's hitting the news each and every day that affects your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, and your bank accounts. So without further ado, let's jump right into all the details and let's understand what's really going on. Now, I definitely understand that many of you had a burning question and concerns, but trust me guys, I've been reading through all of your comments and I'm here to address all the questions head on and get on with it. Many of you have been asking where we currently stand, especially those who are on a fixed income beneficiaries. You're worried about whether you'll be included into the new wave of the stimulus check support. Stay tuned because I have got some answers coming your way. But first, let me quickly touch upon few recent topics that have been making the news. So have you ever heard about the child tax credit payments? They are talking about reinstating these payments and there is a recent discussions going on regarding it. Now I know many of you not here directly apply for it, but here is the thing. It's always a hot topic nonetheless. And it's one of those topic issues that often have some rightful wondering, what about us? What's really going on? What about the seniors? What about the older adults? And what about the fixed income beneficiaries? Now, it's definitely a fair concern I hear from you. You see guys, there are lots of things happening out there into the economy and sometimes it can feel like certain group of beneficiaries are consistently left out. And that's why I wanted to take a moment to address a crux of this video. That's why we are here to talk about the potential $2,000 fourth stimulus check update. However guys, before we get to the point, before you get too excited, let me clarify that as of right now, no fourth stimulus check have been approved. No specific dollar amount has been approved. However, there is an economic climate which is showing some signs that there is a strain into the economy that usually sets a stage for additional financial support. Now, I know many of you have been asking whether you'll be included this time when the fourth stimulus check will be announced. And I have seen those concerns showing up, brewing into the comment sections for years now. And believe me guys, I get it, but here is the thing. The fear of being left out can be a very realistic one, especially when we have seen these things happening before. But here is the thing guys, when it comes down to the stimulus check and various benefit programs, there is a very important point you need to understand. Typically, there is an income-based criteria. It's all about whether your income falls below a specific threshold or not. So let's address the elephant into the room. Now, remember that one time with the child tax credit payment, yeah, it wasn't exactly tailored for the fixed income beneficiaries. And that was truly frustrating. And we get it, like, I know it's frustrating. No one likes feeling being left out. But here's the thing, guys. I wanted to reassure you that you need the eligibility criteria for those who are receiving the financial aids. Generally, the income-based threshold are the one which are implemented. So unless there is some unusual clause excluding a specific group of people is included. Now, I know no one likes feeling left out, but the reassurance you need is the eligibility criteria for the financial aids. Well, here is the thing. Those financial aids generally come as a income-based criteria. So unless there is some weird clause excluding a specific group of people, which is, I doubt, highly unlikely, you are most likely included. And therefore, one of the critical aspects to consider is how these programs are structured around income thresholds. Income thresholds are very much important, and you see, when lawmakers pass these bills, they often attach a specific income limits in order to determine who is eligible and who is not. So let's break it down further. Now, talking about the recent stimulus numbers, those numbers were based on income thresholds. For instance, for individuals, it was somewhere around $75,000, while for married couples, it was about $150,000 threshold. Similarly, for certain other stimulus program, these thresholds could vary, but the underlying principle remains the same. So if your income falls below a set threshold, then you're considered eligible for these benefits. Now, before you start worrying, let me reassure you that when we talk about these thresholds and the fixed income beneficiaries, the majority of them typically fell well below this income limits. And yes, there might be a small exception for this one small group of people, like some receiving social security retirement beneficiaries might still be working and they are earning substantial amount of income as well. But for the vast majority of people, this isn't a concern to worry about. So in the case of the future round of stimulus check, it is highly likely that you are likely going to be included, and I definitely understand that it can be disheartening at some times to feel like you are being left out of the loop all the rounds of stimulus check, and we have been seeing it happen before, and it's not a pleasant thing. But here is the thing, guys, rest assured, the idea of excluding a significant portion of the population from such aids is highly unlikely, for especially for the fixed income beneficiaries, and the goal is to ensure that those who truly need the benefits, the assistance, can access those financial aid, those benefits, regardless of the source of their income. Now, whether it's coming from the job, small business, or any other revenue source, whether it comes from stock market, bonds, income is income, and that is what matters right over here. Now, let's talk a bit about the broader economic landscape that we have been seeing. Now, we have seen our fair share of the market crashes and economic downturns over the past few years. And guess what happens each and every time when economy takes a downturn? Well, it's the same old tested strategy of printing out bunch of money and sending it to the people in forms of various stimulus packages, and it's a pattern that has been around for decades. It's not likely going to change anytime soon. In fact, here is the thing, with each successive crash, the amount of the money pumped into the system seems to increase each and every time. Now, to put this simply, there is a strong likelihood that we'll be going to continue seeing those financial aids coming, especially during those turbulent hard times. And I know there are a lot of concern into the comment section. Particularly, I hear that whether I will be included or not. But here is the thing, rest assured, if you fall within a certain income threshold, then you'll be definitely included. I'm here to keep you up to date on all the latest developments, whether there is any new update regarding the stimulus check on federal level, state level, whether it's about your monthly benefits, proposed bills, packages, or any changes to the economic landscape that might affect your finances. I encourage you to leave your comments down below and questions so I can definitely answer into the next video. Subscribe, make sure to hit that like, and this is Kedar from How to Guys. See you in the next video.